In this video we are going to discuss what is the use of elif ladder in C language. In our previous video we have discussed how if statement and if else statement execute, and we have seen several examples also. In this video what our aim is to understand what is else if and how to use else if. So basically, if is used when we have to check a single condition, and based upon that condition we have to say that do this task. And if else is used when we have to check one condition, and on based upon that condition we have to say that if this condition is true then do this task, otherwise do another task. So in else if we will check condition multiple times, and whenever we matches the condition we will print that statement next to the condition. So without wasting time, let us take one example. So in this example what we are going to do is we will say to our user that enter a number, and when user will enter a number we will check the divisibility of that number. That if that number is divisible by 5, we will print the statement that this number is divisible by 5. We'll check if the number is divisible by 3, then we will say that this number is divisible by 3. If that number is divisible by 2, then we say that this number is divisible by 2. If both of these conditions are not true, that means the number is not divisible by 5, not by 3, not by 2, then at last we'll say that this number is not divisible by any of the number 5, 3 and 2. So let us start the code. First I'll include the header file hash include stdio.h, then the main function. After it I will create a variable, let's say num. I will instruct to my user for enter number, enter a number, and by scanf I will take the number %d comma address of num. So by this we have taken the number from the user. Now what we are supposed to do, we have to check the divisibility. That means first we write if that num modulus with 5 is equal to 0. That means whenever we apply modulus operator to that number, and if it results 0, then what should be printed on the screen? The number %d is, let me write number, that number %d is divisible by 5, and here I will write the name of the variable. It will replace the %d here. Now what we do, we will write else if. Why else if? Because we have to check multiple conditions. Here I will write if the number modulus with 3 results 0, then what should be printed? Let us copy this code and print here, and replace this by 3. So if this condition will true, the compiler will give this as the output. And after it I will check another time that else if the number modulus with 2 equal to 0, and if this is true, then what should be the output? Divisible by 2. And at last if none of this condition is true, then I will write else print the number %d is not divisible by 5, 3 and 2. This should be the output if none of the condition is true. So at last I will write return 0. So let us check which condition is true. If I write 6 here, so I'm getting 6 is divisible by 2. So you may think that the 6 is also divisible by 2 also, then why it is not printing here? Because whenever compiler will check, it will check line by line, and if any of the number, if let's say 6 modulo 3 is equal to 0, the condition is true, the compiler will directly print this line and will not check any of this line. And this is the use of else if, that when the condition is checked, the compiler will check the condition and then print the next statement and will not check anything else. Okay, so let us take another example, another test case. If I write 7, then I'm getting the number 7 is not divisible by 5, 3 and 2. Let us take another number, let's say 15. The number is divisible by 3. In the similar manner, the number is also divisible by 3, but after checking one single condition, the compiler will not check the other condition.